This is the prophet Jeremiah 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations had drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Jeremiah 51 and verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen, destroy her house for her, take bond for her pain, and so that she may be healed. Jeremiah 51 and verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsaking her, let us go, everyone to his own country. For her judgments reach unto heavens, and it slips up even to the skies. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Wakar Kadash. And the Heavenly Father, the true name is Yahweh, and his unbegotten Son, by Hashem, in the name of Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew and the Lashwan Kadash the whole tongue. And Barakatham to the elders, Wa'akim or Akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of this recent news article from RT.com as of June the 28th, 2024, and it reads from business news from RT.com. U.S. warned over chronic fiscal deficit. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, has criticized Washington of the persistent misalignment of its fiscal policy. The U.S. budget deficit is soaring debt present a growing risk to the global economy, and must be urgently addressed. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, warned on Thursday the country's national debt is piling up, approaching 35 trillion. Data shows the U.S. federal budget deficit jumps from 1.4 trillion fiscal 2022 year to 1.7 trillion last year, according to the IMF latest figures. The Congressional Budget Office, the officials watchdog in the U.S., predicting early this month that the deficit was likely to hit 1.9 trillion this year, representing around 7% of the GDP. Such a high deficit and debt creates a growing risk to the U.S. and the global economy, potentially feeding into higher physical financial costs and a growing risk to smoother rollovers and maturing obligations. The IMF said that the statement of the Article 4 review of the U.S. economic policies. These chronic fiscal deficits presents a significant and persistent policy misalignment that needs to be urgently addressed, it added. The U.S. exceeded debt ceiling, which was legally set to 31.4 trillion in January of 2023, after months of warning regarding our imminent default from the U.S. Treasury. President Joe Biden signed a debt bill in June 2023 that suspended the cap until January 2025. This effectively allows the government to keep borrowing without limits through next year. Debt spike up to 32 trillion less than 2 weeks after the bill was approved has been ballooning ever since. The IMF has directly harsh criticism towards Washington and increasingly the aggressive trade policies. In the apparent reference to the escalation with China, the watchdog said the country's ongoing expansion of trade restrictions and insufficient progress in addressing the vulnerabilities highlighted by the 2023 bank failures could undermine financial stability around the world. The IMF stepping just the latest warning of the U.S. overspending. On Tuesday, the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD, said that the U.S. debt to GDP ratio was at its highest since World War II. The debt to GDP ratio in a metric used to guard a country's ability to repay what it owes. Last year, the nation's debt surged to 122% of its GDP, according to the OECD. Jeremiah 51 verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsaking her, let us go everyone to his own country. For her judgment reaching to heavens, and is lifted up into the skies. Jeremiah 51 verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen, and the scorer have for her take bond for her pain is so that she may be healed. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying. This recent news article from RT.com as of June the 28th, 2024, and it reads again, U.S. warned of chronic fiscal deficit. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, has criticized Washington for the persistent misalignment of its fiscal policy. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying of this recent news article. With that, I like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Akakadash. Barakathum to the elders, Wa'akim Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His own begotten Son, Ba'Hashem. In the name of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashwan Kadash Little Tongue. And once again, Barakathum to the elders, Wa'akim Wa'akwaf. Until next time, I will say Shalom.